I'm sure most of you always ask yourself, why is my battery always running low? When that happens, there are two questions that usually pop up in your head. One, I need a new phone. Two, my battery is probably bad. Which most likely is not any of these questions that you're thinking about. In today's video, I'll be sharing 7 tips for saving battery life on your Samsung S22 Ultra. I've been using this phone consistently, and for some reason, the battery runs low, due to the fact that several options are turned on and they're running in the background. Do watch the video all the way to the end to view all the helpful tips I've provided. Tip number 1, battery and device care. Go to your settings, go to battery and device care. Now select battery, and under that, it shows how many time is left on your battery. Now scroll to the bottom, you'll see it says power saving. All you need to do is select that. As soon as you look at the menu, you will see there are 4 power saving options. Only 3 of these options are currently turned on. When you turn on power saving, it will turn off all 4 of these options, such as turning off always on display, limiting the CPU speed to 70%, and decreasing the brightness by 10%. If you look at the bottom, there is also an option that you can select and turn it on. This will allow you to limit certain apps and background activities. As I switch this option on and off, you can see where it says power saving battery life all the way to the top. The life of the battery increases as I switch on, and as I switch off, it decreases. Tip number 2, screen timeout. Go to settings, select display, and scroll all the way down to screen timeout. Now we're going to see some options to set your screen timeout. This allows your screen to turn off every time you stop using your phone. There are various options that you can select the amount of time you would like your screen to shut off. For the purpose of this video, I have set mine to 10 minutes so that my screen can stay on for a longer period. Now let's select 15 seconds. By selecting 15 seconds, as soon as you stop using your phone, the timer will count down to 15 seconds and your screen will shut off to save you power. Tip number 3, advanced features. Since we just talked about screen time, let's go into the settings again and scroll down until we see advanced features. Select advanced features and scroll all the way down until you see video brightness. Now we can select video brightness. As you can see in the menu, it's set on bright. The reason it's set on bright is because the screen brightness makes colors more vibrant when you watch anything on your screen. Also, a brighter screen means more power. Now you can choose which app you would like to turn on to have a brighter screen when watching videos such as YouTube. Now let's change the settings from bright to normal. By changing this to normal, you'll be able to watch great content just like this one, but with a less brighter display, which will allow you to save more power. Tip number 4, auto download over Wi-Fi. Now let's get into the settings. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and select software update. As you select software update, you will see it says auto download over Wi-Fi, which is currently switched on. What this means is it will download any updates in the background automatically once there is a Wi-Fi connection. This can significantly reduce the life of your battery, especially for some people who would take their phones abroad and pay for a certain amount of data. Let's say you open your phone to use that data and you notice like it's already used up. Why is that? Well, because auto download was turned on, so happened there was an update and this feature was running in the background using all of your data while reducing the life of your battery. By switching this off, it will save your battery, and it will also allow you to choose when you would like to download updates for your phone. Tip number 5, display settings. We'll head back to settings and select display. When we're in the display menu, we will scroll all the way and select screen resolution. Now we're in screen resolution. there are three options. As you can see, the screen resolution is set to 3088 by 1440 by default, which gives you the sharpest visual and most battery use. Let's change this resolution to 1544 by 720 and hit apply. This will lower the resolution from 4K to high definition. If you look below, it is telling us that by changing this setting, you will have basic visual and the lowest battery use. Tip number 6, adaptive brightness. Let's get into settings and select display once again. In display menu, we'll see the brightness bar, and under that, it says adaptive brightness. Using adaptive brightness will definitely drain your battery, especially if you're in a bright area. Look at it in this way: the brighter your screen, the more power it uses. Let's turn adaptive brightness off by tapping on the switch. Now below, you will see motion smoothness. As you go into the menu under motion smoothness, you will see two options. Option 1 is adaptive, which is already on. Option 2, which is standard. Motion smoothness is that your screen automatically adjusts the refresh rate from 1 Hz all the way to 120 Hz. That means you'll be consuming more power because you're using a higher refresh rate. Instead of using 120 Hz, you can just select standard and then hit apply, and that shall give you a longer battery life by changing the refresh rate from 120 Hz to 60 Hz, which will consume less power. Tip number 7, vibration intensity. Now let's get into the settings, and we're going to go to sounds and vibration. Now scroll all the way down and select vibration intensity. As we go into the menu, you'll see 4 options, which are incoming call, notification, touch interaction, and vibration and sounds for incoming calls. In Samsung phones, there is a vibration mode that usually uses lots of power anytime you receive a call or notification. So what we're going to do is reduce that amount of vibration, and this will reduce the intensity of that mode, which will help us save more power. You can adjust each option individually by just swiping your fingers on each bar and setting the amount of intensity that you would prefer. Lowering the intensity means better battery. Thanks for watching. I do hope the information I've provided was helpful. I would appreciate if you would share my videos, subscribe, comment, and smash that like button to support my channel. Also, do check out my other videos. See you in the next one.